Well, it's finally here. We have the Roku 4. We're going to do a little unboxing right now, see what all comes with it, take a look at the device itself, see how much larger it truly is, and then we'll come back a little later and give you a full review. But for now, let's just kind of check out what you get with the Roku 4. So as you would expect, since it's become pretty well known that the device is bigger, the box is pretty large, to be honest with you. So not a big surprise there. Here is the actual Roku 4. Let's kind of give you an idea here. So this is the 2014 Roku 3. You see there, you could easily put 2 Roku 3s in here, probably this way. Now, I compared this a lot to the NVIDIA Shield. When looking at the photos, they look to be very similar, and they are, though the proportions are a little bit different. So this is the NVIDIA Shield. Kind of clear a little room here. There we go. So this is the NVIDIA Shield on the bottom, and this is the Roku 4. Now, it's not quite as wide, but the Roku 4 is longer. So overall, the footprint on your table, the Roku 4 appears to be bigger, just eyeballing it. So let's kind of take a look at the actual device now. Of course, you got the, looks like the call button right here to call for your remote. Vents on the side over here. Now it's a octa-core processor. 4K is going to get a lot hotter, so it's they've definitely beefed up the ventilation on the Roku 4. They do have a reset button right here. Instead of having to use a pen in the back to reset your device, that's a nice little feature. Other than that, you got the USB port on the side here. On the back, let's see here, we got Ethernet, optical audio, HDMI, micro USB, DC power. Not a big changes. The optical audio is nice that they brought that back. But that's the device itself. Now let's kind of take a look at what we get with the actual device. Now first of all, it's like 2 manuals here. Getting started. Pretty straightforward walkthrough on how to set up the device. These are nice if you have parents you're sending this to not able to help, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Warranty and other information, not a lot there. Power cable, pretty basic one, a little different design than the other Roku devices. You also have the remote, which is pretty nice. Volume on the side here. Very similar to the 2015 Roku 3 remote, Netflix, Amazon, radio, Sling TV earbuds, black AME button for gaming. The voice search button on the side, and then everything else seems to be pretty much the same. You got the little microphone port at the very top there. Feels good. The matted bottom is pretty nice, so it feels like it sits in your hand better than some of the smoother older ones. It does have the little speaker here, which is used to find your remote. It'll make a little beeping noise if you have a kid like mine who loses the remote, shoves it in their toy chest or other places in the couch. Earbuds. Extra earbud covers, pretty standard. And then next up you got 2 Duracell AA batteries for the remote. So that is everything that comes with it. It looks nice. This feels very well made. It's definitely bigger than all the other devices I've tested. But, you know, size doesn't really matter if you're just hiding it in a display case or under your TV or behind it. Let's go test this out and see how it works. And here it is, the Roku 4 running. Now, doesn't look a lot different than the Roku 3. You do have the My Feed right here, which is nice. You know, it shows me that new episode of Bob's Burgers just came out, where to get it, how much each episode costs. And you can see right here, oh, the MGO episodes are $1 cheaper than Amazon and so forth. So that's nice, but the real improvement here is the fact that it's just so much faster. Let's jump into Netflix real quick, and let's go into American Dad. Give you an idea. So I was just playing that one. Let's now jump over to a movie I watched. Now this has been some time, as you see, very quick playing. Let's go over to Bob's Burgers. Very, very powerful ability to play here. Let's go to something I've never watched before. Here's a PBS episode. And as you can see, very quick. Now let's jump over to Amazon. You see, exits out, load up the next app much quicker than what I remember the Roku 3 doing. we're going to get into a head-to-head battle of the Roku 4 versus the new Fire TV and so forth. So, you know, check back for a speed test, but just let you know the feel of it is considerably faster and smoother. Let's kind of jump in here. A few things I noticed different. The TV library is at the top where the movie library is at the bottom for your library. A little flip-flop there. I guess they figure I own more TV episodes than movie ones. Let's quickly launch a PBS documentary. I'm telling it to play from the beginning. See how quickly it goes. So as you can see, a lot quicker there. Noticeably better improvement in the ability to stream. Let's go back to the home screen, launch into Sling. Now Sling is known to be a little bit clunky on Roku's. Very slow playback and so forth. So right here we just hit play. Let's jump into changing channels. Go over to ESPN. You see very, very quick playback. Looks really great. Now I got a camera pointed at the TV, so it may look a little bad. But let's switch back to the college football channel right here. You see very quick, easy, smooth play. It works very well. Let's go back to the home screen here. Overall, very impressed. Everything seems to work. As you see, I got heavily loaded with apps, and it really loads quickly. Now let's go into the Tableau app for my DVR. I got upstairs attached to a antenna up there, and down here in my office, I got this one right here. So let's kind of quickly jump into it. Let's just kind of load. See here, just something random. Let's do a PBS Quilting Arts. See how long this takes. Now a lot of this depends on your internal network, and it can vary. I've had pretty good performance. As you can see, load pretty quick. Now this is typically one of the more chuggy. Don't let that little reset there. It always seems to do that. Starts at a lower resolution, jumps up to a higher one. But overall, this is probably one of the slowest apps on the Roku 3 I've messed around with. Considerably faster performance here. Now that's my personal experience eyeball test. Everything else seems pretty straightforward. The setup was super easy. One big plus over the Fire TV 2 was when I set this up, it auto reinstalled all the apps I had. Use your phone to connect it and do all that. And it even through the phone was like, hey, here's a few apps you can link right now. Set my Amazon account, link that on my phone. As the device was installing apps, some of my apps were already set up. So pretty nice. Screensavers, all that kind of stuff right here. So I've been pretty impressed with it. Overall, excellent device. Very powerful. Gets the job done. If you like the Roku 3, you're going to really like this. No earth-ground shaking software changes. The My Feed's pretty nice. It did give me a little notification here when I first launched it. I first went in here and said, hey, you got 3 new episodes here. Of Bob's Burgers, The Simpsons, and Family Guy from last weekend. They're all available on your Hulu subscription, so that was pretty nice. Overall, excellent device, very fast, very stable. The apps work better. Not a lot of change on the UI user interface. The remote feels really great. A couple things. The directional arrows feel softer, but the OK button, when you click on OK, it's got a little bit more of a punch to it, which kind of may avoid some accidental clicks. But overall, the remote feels great. It works really well. Let's kind of go into the voice search real quick. The Simpsons. It's a very fast search. And as you can see right here, it pulls up, everybody with the name Simpsons. But first, to kind of sorts it, let's go into a TV show. Randomly pick a season here, 16. The Fox Now. The Amazon only has 2 episodes, which I find kind of bizarre. Let's launch and look at this real quick. No, it's all here. So not, just kind of weird. This is all the Halloween collection. Slight glitch there maybe. Well, let's see what happens when you launch it from within an app. King of the Hill. So it exits you out of the app to bring you to the search here. So King of the Hill. One of our all-time favorite shows. Let's go to season 7. So right here, 2 options. Let's launch into Amazon again. And right here is all the King of the Hills. We already own this one. So really is impressive. Voice search seems to be quicker than the Fire TV, believe it or not. Let's do this again. Oh, may help if I hit the right button. War of the Worlds. See what it does if I slightly screw up. Hey, it figured out that the first time I started with War, I screwed up and brought it back. Let's see where the classic War of the Worlds are. I can follow this. I can rent it. I can buy it. So it's pretty nice. Let's see here. Nightmare on Elm Street. Hey, you know, it does a really good job. So much better voice search than the Fire TV. Just initial view on it, very quick. So very fast. The volume buttons are on here. You see I accidentally bumped the volume button on the remote when I don't have a headset plugged in. It brings up a little icon there that says, we're not adjusting your volume because you don't have a headset plugged in, you idiot. That's what it should say. So I like it. I really do. Check back. We're going to be doing some head-to-head battles of the Roku for the other new streaming devices like the Fire TV. But overall, if you have a Roku, you're very familiar with what apps are available on it. You're very familiar with what how it works, the user interface. The big improvement here is speed. The voice search works very well. I don't have a 4K TV. I'm working on getting a 4K review. I got some ways to get around that soon. So check back for all that.